So these are some examples of grouped factors with factor operators. Before any operator can be evaluated, I need to figure out what's inside the operator. So the first one, A, the absolute value of 3 minus 8. Before I take the absolute value, I have to figure out what 3 and negative 8 is, which is negative 5. Now I can take the absolute value of that factor, which is positive 5. So again, I have a group factor with the power of 5. Before I can take that, I need to evaluate inside. Well, 4 and negative 3, when I combine those, I get 1. And 1 to the 5th power is equal to 1. So here I have a factor operator grouping. So the square root, I need to figure out what 20 minus 11 inside the square root is first. That's 9. So the square root of 9 is 3. So again, I want to figure out the factor first before I evaluate the operator. So D, this is the opposite of, and I need to figure out what the factor is inside. So combining terms inside, I have a negative 4 and negative 10 is negative 14 plus 8. So then I have the opposite of negative 14 plus 8 is a negative 6. And I can finally use the opposite of negative 6 is positive 6. So for E, again, I have another factor. It's grouped, and it's the power of 3. Before I can take and raise it to the third power, I need to figure out what's inside. So I'm going to keep these grouping factor or grouping symbols. I have a 15 and a 1 is a 16. The negative numbers, I have a negative 14. So 16 and negative 14 is 2. So now I can finally raise it to the third power. 2 to the third power is 8. Here I have a square root again, but underneath the square root I have terms in my expression there. So I need to figure out underneath there a negative 6 and negative 10 is negative 16 and a positive 25. When I combine those two together, I get a 9 underneath the square root. Now I can finally apply the square root, which is 3.